Yesterday, September 6th, 2025, a date which will live in infamy, the city-state of Thrasia declared war upon the Federated Commonwealths of Thalvion. Thalvion was at peace with that nation at the solicitation of Thrasia, and was still in conversation with its envoys, looking forward to a continuance of peace. Indeed, 1 hour after Thracian words of assurance have been spoken, their councils have already been resolved upon war. It will be recorded that the declaration was deliberate. It was not the work of chance or sudden passion. It was planned many days ago, carried forward with calculated purpose, and designated to place Thalvion at grave disadvantage. The record makes clear that this nation, Thrasia, has chosen, quite frankly, a lot of aggression upon Thalvion. Never before has our realm been so suddenly and deliberately confronted with the shadow of war. The people of Thalvion had no desire of conflict. We sought no quarrel with none of the nations of Abexilis. Yet the hand of Thrasia has forced upon us this most solemn curse. I ask the citizens of Thalvion to recognize that since the declaration of Thrasia, a state of war has existed between the Federated Commonwealth of Thalvion and the city-state of Thrasia. No matter how long it may take us to overcome this premeditated challenge, the people of Thalvion and their righteous might will prevail to absolute victory. We shall defend our land, our liberty and our future, our government and our way of life. We shall endure and we shall triumph very hard. Some may say, please Trump, we can't be triumphing this hard, and yet we're gonna triumph this hard. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be beautiful. Quite frankly, that's what's gonna happen. Thank you, America. Thank you for listening.
Good afternoon. My speech will first start off as a little bit boring, and I am freestyling this, so I haven't written anything down, so please bear with me. Last Wednesday, I was informed that by Luca of a possibility of war by a group of nations which at that time was unknown. After communications with Luca in negotiations, we learnt that there was a coalition formed against us led by Rema, the Republic, which apparently will be announcing a declaration of war on us later today. The Crusaders are unable to help as they have an alliance with both us and Rema. We were informed as well that the nation, although I can't really pronounce it, or is it how do you say it? Ocentar? Healy, how do you say it?
Ocentar.
Yeah. Would also be joining in this coalition. Through communications with their leader, we have discovered that their country will not be declaring war upon us. However, unfortunately, the situation is more complicated. Their military has been hired by Thracia to fight for Thracia in this war. Even though they will not be at war with us on a nation level, their entire military will be joining in this conflict against us. The third partner of this coalition was also discovered yesterday when Thracia announced the declaration of war at 1 in the morning. My time, GMT +1. As I said, Rema is expected to make their announcement of a declaration of war later today. The situation is, of course, dire, and have they done it already? The situation of war is already dire and grave. The threat against our... One sec. I will give way to Luke temporarily.
All right, Luke, you may speak.
Rema has just made their announcement. Okay. Yes.
In what channel?
In their Discord. They'll make it in the geo poll, I imagine, after. Thank you, Luke. May I?
All right. Please continue.
Thank you. So I will read their statement later. The situation that is now faced this nation is grave. Our claims are relatively undeveloped outside of Skodra, which will make their defence difficult. Our system of alliances have proven not to be helpful in this situation. And as we all know, our military has never been the strongest in the world. If you allow me, Mr. Speaker in the House, to parody one of my favourite people of all time, Winston Churchill, in the summer of 1940. This is, I believe, the view of this nation and this parliament. Of course, it's Winston Churchill, as it should always be Winston Churchill.
You may speak.
Thank you. I believe that we shall not flag nor fail, that if all do their duty, that to the utmost of their strength, that we will be able to defend this nation. And I believe that if we do this duty, then we shall fight on the streets of Skodra. We shall fight in the hills of Alskagard. We shall fight in the fields and the meadows of Sonomania. We shall fight outside and inside the town hall in Urbs Victorium. We shall defend Lacrona. We shall never surrender. And I believe that if this nation does fall, which for a moment I do not believe, then we as a community will carry on. We will go into exile, we will rebuild, we will stay strong, and we will come back better and stronger, united by our shared value of a massive knock onward. But it has to be said that financially this war will cost us. If we lose, the nation is over. The only claim which has a possibility of surviving is Skodra because of its massive land value. Therefore, everyone now must do their utmost to ensure the survivability of this state. We must spend every waking second over the next few weeks ensuring that this nation survives, and we do our best to defend every inch of territory if we are resolved to war. If we fail, then Alskagard will become part of Rema, Sonomania, Spitfire and Lacrona will become part of Thrasia, and this union of ours will collapse. I don't wish to end my statement on quite a dire message, but that is the truth. If we fail here, we are finished. So let's not fail. Mr. Speaker, I've been asked and requested by His Majesty the King to invite this most honourable and venerable House to hear him address the nation in the throne room.
My dear people of Thalvion and honourable allies, I, King Bato of Thalvion, stand before you with urgency. A coalition of nations and mercenaries, led by the Rema tyrant Chris, has declared war upon us. They seek to annex our beloved commonwealths of Elskagard, Lucridia, and Sanctuaria. This is not merely a war. This is a fight for our very survival. If we fall, all that we have built, our towns, our monuments, our stories, they will vanish. Do you wish to see Thalvion erased? Do you wish to see the land that raised you and gave you purpose torn apart by the hands of barbarians? No, we shall not allow it. Thalvion is sacred. It is our birthright, our heritage, and our pride. Every block of soil, every stone laid, Every flame lit in our homes was forged by us and belongs to us. And let it be known, no Thalvion shall fall, not now, not ever. From the frozen peaks of Elskagard to the emerald forest of Sanctuaria, we will fight. We will defend every tower, every wall, every village and capital with unyielding fury. We will fight beside our brothers and sisters, beside our allies, and beside your king. Our weapons is not just swords and shields. It is you, the indomitable spirit of Thalvion. And together we declare to Gris and his cowardly coalition, you may march against us, but you will break against us. So rise, my people, for this is our land, our legacy, and our destiny. Thalvion shall endure, and our enemies shall crumble before our wrath. Glory to Thalvion.